morning, Lincoln. I'm Jillian Sanders.
And I'm Jaden Cohey. Welcome back to another episode of the Lincoln Sports Zone.
Hey, Jaden, are you any good at basketball?
I'm pretty all right, but I know these boys are.
That's certainly right. In fact, entering the state tournament as the top 5 team in Ohio. Let's start off with our main event. The Lions taking the number 2 state ranking into the district semifinal against Hilliard Derby.
At stake was a spot in the district championship game. Our Drew Pizzico has the highlights.
The Lions battling the Panthers at Central Crossing High School, and the Lions take control from the opening tip-off. Up 6-2 in the first, LJG's with the steal off the inbounds pass. Can't convert, but Javen Simmons is there for the offensive rebound and dunk. Lions up 8-2. Still in the first, Jesse Battle feeds Javen Simmons down low, and the big man shows his strength for 2 of his 17 points. Lions lead 17-4 at the end of the Now in the second, Sean Jones picks up the loose ball. He goes coast to coast for the spin and the bucket. He tied Javen Simmons with a team-high 17. Lincoln up 9. Still in the second, Jones drives the lane. It rolls off the rim, but Simmons is there again for the follow-up dunk. Lions led 33-13 at the half. Now in the fourth, Josh Whiteside with the power move in the lane for the hoop and the foul. This one was never really close. Gahanna pulls away and moves to 23-2 with the 57-40 win. And while they're happy to move on, they know there's still work to do.
They're a good three-point shooting team, so we really had to defend the perimeter pretty well. I thought the first half we did, but the second half we got to clean that up before Saturday. But it's just this group has been really good defensively the whole year, and we got to clean some things up on the offensive end. I thought the third quarter we got in a little drought offensively, but picked it up in the fourth.
We just going to take this in a stride, and we just going to keep rolling with it because it's a team effort. It's always going to be a team effort. It's never one person. It's never just me. It's never just Sean. It's never just LJ. It's never just none of us. It's everybody. So we're going to make sure we keep working, and we're going to get better defensively and offensively by the end of when it's time to play in the district. So we ready, and we always going to be ready.
Thanks, Drew, and congrats, guys. Earlier in the week, the boys basketball team knocked off Zanesville 64-25.
Sean Jones led Gahanna with 17, Javen Simmons with 8, and Jesse Battle added 7. So that's how the boys advanced to the district semifinals. So here's the road ahead for our boys basketball team. They will play St. Charles Saturday morning at 11 for the district championship. The game will be held at Ohio Dominican University. The guys will attempt to make it back to regionals, which is where they were at in the final 8 last year. Make sure to buy your tickets in advance. We want to break away from our boys basketball coverage for now, but later in the show we will have a look at 3 brothers who have a unique relationship on our varsity boys basketball team.
That's right, but now let's turn our attention over to the girls. The girls fell short to Reynoldsburg on Tuesday night. The final score was 48-72. Leading scorers for the Lions were Kamora Perkins with 16, Elia Leonard, and Clark Jackson with 9. The Lions have a lot to be proud of. They finished 17-9 this season, and they are back-to-back-to-back OCC Ohio champions. Great season, ladies.
Even though their season is over, the girls will have a reason to celebrate. So how did the girls varsity advance to regionals? They did so with the district championship on Saturday, and our Brandon Carpico was courtside. Here's Brandon with the highlights.
The Lions and the Wildcats met Saturday in the district championship game at Ohio Dominican University. Let's get to the highlights. The Lions established a controlled offense early. Layla Marshall finishes strong after a big rebound to put the Lions on the board. Phenomenal ball movement. Layla Marshall knocks down a deep 3 off the feed from Aaliyah Young. Lions starting to gain momentum. Deep in the first, Clark Jackson with the tough runner off the feed from Kiwi Wright. Lions led 8-6 after 1. To start the second, Aaliyah Younger knocks down the 3 off the pass from Kai Jordan to put the Lions up by 5. The Lions kept things rolling. Kamora Perkins with the pump fake and a nice bucket to put the Lions back up 5. They kept at it. Layla Marshall with another big rebound and a score to stretch the Lions' lead to 7. To close out the half, Kamora Perkins nails a deep 3 and the Lions led by 4 at the break. Now to the third. Clark Jackson with the defensive takeaway and the fast break layup to stretch the Lions' lead to 8. Deep in the third, Younger nails yet again another deep 3 and the Lions kept it up heading into the fourth. In the fourth, Perkins connects yet again from 3 and the Lions were up 6 midway through the fourth. Down 1 late, Clark Jackson with the tough finish and the Lions regain the lead. Clark Jackson finishes the game with 2 free throws and the Lions win 46-43 to become district champs.
I feel excited, super excited. I'm proud of the girls. This means a lot. We've been through a lot of adversity throughout the season. Losing Bella, girls was hurt at the end of the season. We lost a few big teams. A lot of people have counted us out, but we stuck together, stuck to our family values, picked each other up, and we came out here and we got a big win.
It's really good. I mean, this is my final year here, and it just feels good. I can hold this gold in my hands. And I said earlier that we were coming for blood, and that's what we're doing. We're on a revenge storm, so this feels good to finally win the district.
I mean, honestly, it just feels really good because I got to hold the trophy my freshman year, but I didn't get to play and I didn't get to contribute as much as I wanted to. And this year, I was a big part of it, so it's a really big difference and a really big change. And it honestly just feels so great.
Thanks, Brandon, and congrats again, ladies.
Hey, Jaden, I see that we're joined with a very special guest.
You're right. Liam O'Brien joins us now with some swimming news, including a state championship.
How are you doing today, Liam?
I'm doing great because I have some exciting news to share with you guys.
Really? What do you have for us?
Well, 4 of Gahanna's swimmers are state champions this week. Winning the medley relay were Marie Belli, Sammy Kiss, Kendall Hitler, and Aubrey Brichneau. Finishing with a time of 1:43.47, making it a new team record, with the medley relay included. The team placed 5th overall, 5 spots ahead of their previous record at states. Here's how some of the team did. Congratulations to everyone who participated in state swimming and diving meet. We want to now look into the state championship relay team is able to come together and accomplish what they do. Audrey Paquette from Lincoln Live asked the girls just that. 3 of the 4 state champs joined us on Lincoln Live this week. Here's our Audrey with our champions.
Unfortunately, Marie Belli, one of the other relay swimmers, couldn't come with us, but I'm joined now by Aubrey Brichneau, Kendall Hitler, and Sammy Kiss. So we're going to first off by describing that moment when you realized you just won states.
It didn't even register. Everyone was just celebrating and cheering, and it was just super exciting in the moment, and you didn't even know like who won. And then when you did,
we literally won by 8/100ths. So up until we looked at the board, we had no idea we won. So.
Yeah, like Kendall said, it was silent when everyone touched the wall because it was like 3 teams were like 1, 2, 3. And then when we saw that we won by like barely anything, we just started screaming and jumping around. So.
Wow. So it's like a big accomplishment for high school athletes here. So how does it feel that all your hard work has like finally paid off for this very moment you guys won states?
It feels just so like relaxing, and finally like now that it's paid off, it feels so like exciting, and I can't wait to continue to grow.
And what about you, Kendall?
It's so rewarding, especially after last year with COVID and everything, being able to say that we won states. I mean, it's what all our hard work has been for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we all had our individual setbacks and struggles during this year, so being able to have everything pay off and be state champs is pretty awesome.
Yes. So last question, who would you guys like to thank for getting you to this point in your career?
I would just like to thank my friends and my family, my coaches, especially my teammates for supporting me and like getting us here.
What about you?
Same thing, just my friends, family, club coaches, high school coaches, everyone.
Yeah, same. Club coaches, friends, family, and then especially them and Marie, who's not here because we're all super close, and I love that we won it together.
Nice. Well, I just want to say congrats again on state champs, and thank you for joining us today.
Thanks, Audrey, and congrats again to the girls. You know how the meet ended, but Lincoln Live's Reagan Reitz takes us behind the scenes of the girls' swim team's weekend in Canton. For some of it was a chance to get on the podium. For others, it was a chance to get better for next year. And for others, it was their final lap. Here's Reagan.
The girls' swimming and diving teams have returned from a record-breaking state meet in Canton. Overall, the Lions brought tough competition to the rest of Ohio.
We had the most individual swims of anyone at the meet. Winning a relay for the first time, placing 5th as a team. All 3 relays broke school records again.
For most of these swimmers, The high-achieving relays were the highlight of their season.
Getting the record in the 200 free relay was really cool. We didn't have this previously, and it was really cool to podium at States and just like come together.
My 200 medley relay at States when we won, it was something I'll never forget. Having like the entire family and team with us.
Everyone in the crowds was cheering, and it was just like an unforgettable memory.
Some of the credit for the electric performances can be attributed to the high energy that the state championship is known for.
This year, the experience, I just keep telling people that it was literally insane. It was definitely an experience that I will remember for forever. We went to finals, and the place was just, it was lit up.
Gahanna qualified 8 girls swimmers and 1 diver in individual events, which is the most that the Lions have ever qualified. This means that more of the team is together for the final level of competition.
My position as captain this season has made me realize that making a team come together is really difficult, but I've also realized and learned how to become a leader.
Some of what the team did to come together includes painting the rock out in front of the school, a dress-up dinner after state prelims, as well as matching shoes and jackets.
Our team gave it 100%, and we were able to get there together. It was just like super awesome to like bring each other up and cheer for each other.
My freshman year we only had 4 people, and this year we had a bunch of people come. It was a lot more fun being more interactive with the meet and actually making an impact.
While the state team was large this year, there's no saying what even just next year will bring, as 5 qualifiers from this year will return to the sport next year.
Hopefully, to maintain the reputation our school has gotten this season as a really good team that's improved, and to hopefully just continue to move forward.
As they say, records are made to be broken, and after such a spark this year, the future of the Lincoln swimming and diving team is looking bright. I'm Reagan Reeds in the Zone.
Well, that's all for me. Back to the ladies at the sports desk.
Liam, what a great weekend for the swimmers. When a district wrestling tournament takes place this week at Newark, 4 Lion wrestlers will be trying to punch their tickets to state.
At sectionals, the Lions battled against 12 other teams and placed 7th as a team.
Placing in their weight classes and advancing to districts were CJ Ally for 4th place, Javon Lewis at 2nd place,
Jaden Lewis at 4th place, and Griffin Flushy at 2nd place. They'll now be advancing on to districts.
We caught up with them after they qualified for districts.
I'm really excited. I've worked really hard this year, and I'm just glad my hard work can finally show and finally get me to the stage where I want to be at.
I've been wrestling that often since I had so many injuries, but it feels good to finally be back. But that's not an excuse. I just got to get ready for next week.
Honestly, it's pretty crazy, especially as a freshman. I wasn't expecting to get this far, especially now that I'm just putting in maximum effort. I just need to get as far as my will and body will take me.
Speaking of wrestling, one of our wrestlers has hopes of heading to states as only a sophomore. His record so far is 42-8. Our Olivia Doyle caught up with Javon Lewis and talk about plans for advancing into districts.
Thanks, guys. I'm here joined with sophomore wrestler Javon Lewis, who has recently qualified for districts. Congrats. So, Javon, tell me about the adversity you faced your freshman year with all your injuries.
So I broke 2 bones in my leg. I broke my fibula and tibula. It was tough. I missed most of the wrestling season. I only wrestled like three or 4 tournaments before districts last year. I didn't place. I got out first round. It really sucked, but I had to just push through it, and I came back this year.
So, Javon, who helped you through that the most?
I have to say definitely my teammates, my coaches, my brother for surely. He was always a good drilling partner, you know. He would never like crank my ankle or do anything to try and hurt me, but he would still make me get better.
Can you tell me a little bit about how wrestling with your brother has made you a better wrestler?
Yeah, he's definitely a strong kid, you know. He's out here lifting weights, doing everything he needs to be doing. He's the best drilling partner you could ask for. He knows exactly how I wrestle. He knows what to do, how to make me get better, what to do to work on my skills, but also helping himself get better too.
Although there was adversity last year, there's one person who's been causing you adversity this year. How are you going to prepare to go up against one of your rivals at districts?
You know, Braden Benson. I only have 7 losses this year. He's 4 of my 7. It really sucks. He's never beat me by more than 3 points, so it's always, the matches are always right there, but really, the only thing I can do is go out there, wrestle my match, get out of my head a little bit, because really I think he just beat me mentally at this point. And districts, I can't let that happen. I got to go to states.
Yeah, well, we hope the best for you, Javon, and let's send it back to the news desk.
Thanks, Olivia, and good luck, Javon. It's not easy to defend a state title, let alone back-to-back state titles. But that's what our girls bowling team is trying to do. They started by winning the district tournament on Monday. Delaney Rossetti fired at 624 to lead Gahanna. Victoria Richardson had 571, and Addie Watson with 565. Great job, ladies, and good luck at states.
And now we have Lily Seger joining us in the studio today. She is joined with Lions leading bowler from districts.
Good morning, Lily. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good.
So first, I'd like to welcome Delaney Rossetti to the Sports Zone. So congratulations on making it to states. So this is your guys' 4th year going to states. What was going through your head when you guys won district finals?
I mean, for them, I feel like it was a really special moment, but for me, it was a big relief on my shoulders because I'm new coming into this, and this is my first time going to states. So it meant a lot to me in a different way than it meant to them, but as a team, we really, really, really enjoyed it, and it felt really good.
That's good. So how do you think the chemistry of your team has contributed to the success you guys had this season?
I mean, like we said, we're a new team just because I've just moved here, and honestly, I was not expecting us to mesh that quickly, but honestly it's like a second family for me, and these girls have really included me, and it feels really good.
That's great. So finally, how have you guys been preparing to get ready for this big state competition?
I mean, we practice 3 times a week. We all do our own stuff. I personally am constantly working out, constantly eating well, and we all have our own stuff that we're working on, but I think that, you know, it's just a good way to kind of practice.
Yeah, well, thank you for coming on, and good luck at your state competition. And we'd also like to acknowledge bowler Eddie Pax. Eddie finished just 40 pins short of making it to the state meet. So now back to Jillian and Jaden at the news desk.
Thanks, Lily. The Lions indoor track and field teams are heading to states this weekend. Trishan Cook Fisher will be competing in 4 events. In all, 11 Lincoln athletes will compete this weekend. Our Madison Scott has a preview of the state indoor track meet.
The girls and boys track team are headed to states this week. Both teams have been preparing and working really hard to get this far. Also making sure that their bodies stay fit for this moment and making sure they have a positive attitude.
I'm preparing myself by sleeping better. I gotta get at least like 8 to 9 hours of sleep every night, and I always have to have 3 meals a day. And I'm always lifting more than usual, and make sure I stretch and drinking a lot of water.
How I'm preparing for states is I really care about like resting my body and stretching, and like making sure my body is like ready to go for the high impact day that I'll have, and I watch what I eat for just to make sure I have enough energy in my body, and I come to practice to work on my relays, so it puts in like a team effort.
There's many rough times that comes with running track, not just with injuries, but also with having COVID not too long ago, and also making sure your body is healthy and stays fit.
The hard times I had to go through was building confidence and dropping time. Confidence comes by like trusting yourself. Like you have to trust yourself in a long race, like the 200. And then I say dropping time. Yeah, like it takes a lot of work to drop time.
The girls and boys track team have been having a great season, with over 10 people qualifying for the 4x2, 4x1, Open 200, and Open 400.
I'm definitely really excited for this Friday, actually, is when the state meet, because this is my senior year, so this is my last indoor state meet, so I'm really excited for that. Also, we have a lot of big goals, such as, I know I'm doing the 4x2, so beating our 4x2 record is something on the radar, so I really hope we can do that. Just little things like that, having goals not only for myself, but for my teammates. I'm really excited just seeing how we all perform and all of our hard work paying off, basically.
Good luck to our boys and girls this week who are running, hoping for a state title. This is Madison Scott from The Zone.
Thanks, Madison.
Earlier in the show, we mentioned the relationship of 3 brothers who have a combined sports influence here at Gahanna.
That's right, and our Luke Murray takes us onto the court into a deeper dive into their relationship.
It's a relationship built on love, not fighting as their names may suggest.
Here's Luke.
First came Jay Battle, a third-year assistant coach at the varsity level and former player here at Lincoln. Coach Jay has helped the Lions to 3 straight 21 seasons by bringing knowledge of the game and passion for those he coaches each and every day.
I'm very tough love oriented, man. I don't really believe in the slow stepping, sort of slow pace motivation. If I see somebody, especially somebody with the potential, man, I kind of want to just pounce on that right away and just get the most out of that, man. I was motivated to make sure y'all didn't miss out on an opportunity if y'all needed it, and if I was able to provide that as a role model, I wanted to be there for real.
We really invest in our team, and just not even our team, just like lower kids, like middle school. We invest in all the kids in our school. So like after practice and all that, we all get working. He works us out a lot. And he helps us stay in the gym and stay sharp. Like, he always tells the truth, you know, like the good, the bad, anything, he's gonna tell you no matter what and how you feel. He's gonna let you know no matter what.
Coach Jay has impacted my time at Gahanna by telling me to be the best player I can be. Like if I'm messing up with my footwork in practice or like just drills, he'll like correct me in like a way to like make me better. He's always pushing me to be better and get a college offer.
Slightly younger than Jay and also coaching basketball at Gahanna, Noah Battle heads the Middle School East 7th grade boys basketball team. Although Noah didn't play ball in high school, that doesn't stop him from positively impacting his players, as he led the team to an impressive 12-5 record in his first year.
I think my favorite part about coaching the kids was just seeing their growth. I think every single day I could literally see them improve and get better and learn the game of basketball, but also just grow as young men, being leaders in the classroom and being leaders outside of the court. You know, just my whole life has been basketball. You know, my older brother played in college. My little sister is a Division I basketball player right now. And then my little brother's playing at the high school. So, you know, just being around him my whole life and then getting an early opportunity to work some Nike basketball camps, kind of just turn the camp thing into coaching, and I absolutely love it.
He was a strict but really good coach. He was a yeller, but also like a calm coach. He really wants us to be like the best players we can be.
Unlike his older brothers, Jesse Battle's playing career is far from finished. The youngest brother is a senior this year and one of the Lions' key leaders.
I'm gonna go in there, try to outwork everybody and talk a little crap while I'm doing it for real, because if we all push each other, we guaranteed all to get better, but also try to take every rep for real, take everything coach is saying and then apply it onto the court.
Jesse is one of the best leaders I've ever been around. He's really unselfish, just cares about winning. You know, he cares about the team first, team over everything, super competitive, and he plays great. And he gets every single player better every practice. He goes 100%, and he really puts it on the line.
The Battle Brothers story is one that extends beyond Gahanna basketball. Through hard times, developing a special bond that doesn't come around often.
To me, I think what it means to be a family, I think we epitomize. We are so cutthroat. We are so maybe outside the box. We are so unorthodox. We are unimaginably close. We know all each other's secrets, all each other's business, and that's just how we want it to be. We make sure it stays that way.
Man, there was a point in time where I thought I was done hooping. Like I ain't love basketball, but like I think freshman year, Jay graduated and he came back to Columbus, and he really like put a kickstart into my basketball, like, and really started training me. It's really starting to help me see that I can hoop for real. And then Noah always been like the guy in the corner, just loving me up, telling just knowing he's supporting me and things like that. So them two have been two tremendous pillars in my basketball career.
Those two are my rocks. My right-hand mans, I know I can count on those two for anything. Anytime I want to get a good workout in, a good laugh in, a good basketball game in, get somebody some food with, I know I can always count on those two. So, I mean, my brothers are my best friends for sure.
Seeing them grow and what we're connected through in terms of our past and what we was raised through, and just having our soldier sort of mindset from our mother, man, and seeing all three of us take care of everybody in the house is super special.
I have never seen some siblings as close as us, like ever. We always with each other, we're always doing some, like we'll be mad and we'll still be with each other. Like we'll just have a whole argument and then we'll go get some food together. That's just kind of how we are. And so, yeah, they're my dogs for real.
The Battle Brothers always have each other's backs and continue to elevate Gahanna basketball, hopefully this season to a state title. This is Luke Murray in the Zone.
Thanks, Luke. Well, Lincoln, it looks like we've came to the end of our show.
Yep, but tune in next week for another episode of the Lincoln Sports Zone.
We'll see y'all next week.
And as always, go Lions.